Okay, here is what I wish Milwaukee would have built. Packout rack, right? Facing two different ways. So when I have my drawers on, they fit. There's my $230 packout. I bought it for the chainsaw. Got another V on it. Chainsaw, bar, lube, put everything in here. I could have got a regular one, taking the blade off every time, lose a bolt. You know, the kind of stuff you do when you're taking it on and off every time you use it. We have a bunch of these Husky boxes. Most of these are for our camping gear. We bought a brand new one for camping gear. We're gonna put our tent in it. We're getting ready to go on a trip. But tell me, would you buy a Milwaukee box built like this? They can even call it light duty, with the pack outs on top like this. This right here, what did this cost us?
$99?
We had 130 or so, I think, in this setup.
Okay, yeah. Wait, no.
I got 230 in that. I'm not saying this is better because I don't think it is. I think that's heavier duty for tearing around stuff. But you can make me something a little bit lighter weight for my extension cords and all my bulky junk. But tell me, would anybody else purchase something if Milwaukee made this? I think Milwaukee would probably want $400 for it though. Right? I mean, seriously, this one's 200 and 230, and this is 100 and something bucks. Now, I love Milwaukee. I'll continue to buy Milwaukee, but you know what? Could you give me a 50-gallon box? Okay, anyway, what these are for, this is not even for that. What these are going to be for, we're trying to figure out a way, because we've got the little Milwaukee toolkit. I'm wanting to try to build a little rack that goes on the back of here. And you can throw it in the bed, which I'm not going to bolt down through the bed. But what I'm thinking about doing is coming out here and welding on here and putting some kind of a post here, weld something out this way, and have one of my pack out systems up here. I know a lot of people are saying it's gonna be too heavy. We keep ice chests on here that's, you know, 80 pounds worth of stuff. If we put 20 pounds here, it's not gonna kill us on weight. If I'm in the unit, I am gonna be heavy enough to hold it down. But I'm just thinking, what would it look like with something out here like this and the small pack out on it? Would that not, would I need to have a hinge and have a little shock to pick it up a little bit so I can get my ice chest out? Who's got ice chest? Oh, great. Never mind. The one up in the air's got the ice chest in it right now. What else do we run in here? Oh, we run the toolboxes in here. The ones for the front of a trailer. I'm going to show you those. I'll be honest. We went to Northern Tool, paid 200 bucks for a plastic toolbox that goes on the front of a trailer. It fits in here pretty darn good. But here's the thing. I can order a toolbox that's supposed to fix in here. It's got all the mounting hardware for 30 or 40 bucks more from Main Street Cycle. We're just trying to figure out how to set up our rigs where when we get ready to ride, we can ride without packing everything up and trying to figure out a way to get going. Is there anything else? Does someone make a good box that fits in the back that's not $300? You know, is there some way we can put a shelf on here or something on here to throw a little set of tools in here? You know, we're gonna start carrying a jack in one. I'm gonna do a video pretty soon on how we do our fire extinguishers on these. You know, we get fire extinguishers, we get the metal brackets, and we put them on the back of our four-wheelers. Where's the blue four-wheeler? Oh, it's way over there. Maybe you can see it. There's a fire extinguisher there. We threw a couple of zip ties on it, a metal bracket. I'm gonna do a video pretty soon on how we do that. We throw first aid kits in one of them. We like to have them set up where when we go, if we break down, which we break down on the road sometimes, we've got some older units that go with us. We carry a fire extinguisher because, do we have anybody that has a Polaris? No? Well, maybe we don't need the fire extinguisher. But who knows? There may be a Polaris out there on the road that we need to stop and help put out. Sorry. I like Polaris. Believe me, if I could afford a Polaris General, one for each of the boys, probably wouldn't get. I'd probably buy one of these and fix them up. I tell you what, for the price, these are good. If I was gonna buy a Polaris General, I'd be wanting to change out the shocks and change out stuff and add things to it. I would almost rather buy, if it was for me, I'd buy an 800. I would put a slider under the seat where I could move the seat forward and reverse and get up another inch. And I'm a big boy and I fit in the 800 pretty good. I don't think I'd go for the 900 just because of the width, and we're already having a hard time getting all these on our trailer. But how did this turn into a four-wheeler discussion? We're done. We were just talking about Milwaukee packout. Sorry, I don't know what this turned into.
Random video.
Random video. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. I don't think I'm gonna be mounting any of this to it because, to be honest, the Husky box is not built for it. I would like, I'll be honest. I think a lot of people, if you built one of these that had these systems on top, maybe where you could bolt this down. If you didn't like it, you could bolt down a wooden floor, a wooden panel. I think people would buy them even for 400 bucks. I mean, I'm dropping $230 on this one just for my chainsaw and some lube, and you know, I ask myself if I'm crazy, and then I want to go buy another one. I mean, honestly, the lids are, it has flex, but it's still stronger. I know they say don't step on these, but I have no problem. We got, hey, you know, break my lid, you're like 80 pounds. Of course, I'm not 300, but I'm not liked. This one right here, it doesn't say don't step, so, oh yeah, that's a lot of flex. We're not gonna step. We'll leave this one. This one's new. We don't want to break it today. But yeah, for the person that comments says, hey, Husky's got a big one. They do. It doesn't match my other Milwaukee stuff, so, and it's not as cool. I have them. They work. We throw our tents and our stuff in. When we go to Arkansas on a ride, we got clothes in one, tent and stuff in the other. You know, we use them, but we had our Milwaukee packout stuff too, didn't we?
Yeah, we had Milwaukee.
We had some of our packout stuff, but the packout just is cooler. The wheels are cooler.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Husky, I like the Husky, and I'm rough on the Husky. I'm rough on the Milwaukee. But you see my my Husky over here with the nice flat tire?
No tire.
What happened with that? Oh, I was getting it out of the back by myself and I dropped it. And the pin flew, the little cap, the hat right there fell off. And I'm sorry, I'm talking to you, but you can't see what I'm talking about.
What happened to
It didn't come out of my truck. Anyway, so dropped it. The wheel broke. The little hat thing that goes on the end of it, it came off. You know, Milwaukee, the other ones I've dropped out of the back of the truck on concrete 100 times. And I'm not saying they're made to do it, but they haven't broke. The wheels look so much better. I don't know. You tell me, would you buy a 50-gallon Milwaukee like that? Or would you bolt this down? I could hit 2 bolts here, 2 bolts here, that's 4. I might get one to go through on this side, and then I would have the pack out going the direction I want. Because I do have the 2-drawer. We have a 2-drawer and a 3-drawer, right? Or just a 3-drawer. You know, it'd be nice to be able to open the drawers from this side and open it from that side and have a couple other things. But you know what? No more rambling. We're done. Thanks for watching.